Hey guys, welcome out to another edition of the Greg Tish Show.
The Greg and Sarah Show.
I'm sorry, what did it say at the intro? Did it say the Greg Tish Show or the Greg and Sarah Show?
We're still working that out.
Women. Welcome out to the Greg and Sarah Show, or the Sarah and Greg Show.
Ooh,
What, you like both of those?
Yeah, let's go with that one.
So Sarah, introduce yourself to everybody out there. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and your favorite color.
All right, I am Sarah Witten. I'm your new co-host for the Greg Tish Show, which will soon be the Sarah and Greg Show. We're still working it out, like I said. But I'm Sarah Witten, and my favorite color is red, actually.
Is it? Excellent. Oh, well, good, because I am wearing very patriotic outfit tonight, including red, white, and blue, America, because this is our July episode, and tonight we're going to learn how to do some great stuff. Easy for me to say.
Yeah, some great stuff. We first are going to be checking out Grasslands Brewery. We might even get a tour of it at the end of the show.
If we're lucky.
We are going to be cooking 4th of July food, of course, burgers. We got ribs from the best of the best. Yeah, I'm excited. We're here with Blue Water Cooking, who's going to give us the lowdown on how to cook and what to cook this 4th of July.
That's a big deal because a lot of people know what they think they should cook and how to cook, but a lot of people don't really know how to cook, including me.
And me. Hello.
So you go out and get the lesson. And I'm going to sit down with ESPN Radio's Jeff Cameron, and we're going to talk about fun stuff. It's going to be a great show tonight. It's Thursday night, 7:30.
Of course, and at the end of the show, you might even get to see Greg give us the lowdown on how to pick a horrible wardrobe for the show.
Let's get to the brewery.
All right, guys, I'm out here right now with Martin and Chuck from Blue Water Cooking, and they are going to give us the lowdown on 4th of July cooking. That's grilling, and we're talking about beer, and these guys are the experts. But first, I want to know a little bit about Blue Water Cooking. So tell me, one of you guys, tell me a little bit about you guys and what you guys do in Tallahassee.
So we started out catering about eight or 9 years ago now, and we just were cooking for friends and family, and it just got bigger and bigger. And so now we're doing parties 20, 30 a year probably, and we cook anywhere from 50 people to 3,500 is our biggest crowd to date.
3,500.
That was a monumental day, but we pulled it off, and so we've done several thousand plus people parties.
I cannot imagine. And what are we cooking today? There's burgers,
So today we've got, Martin, you want to pop that open? So we've got some ribs that we've cooked, a little bit of grilled corn, some hamburgers, and some chicken burgers.
Oh my goodness, it looks and smells amazing. Now I heard that you guys are the masters of ribs and barbecue. And now I know you guys compete in barbecue competitions. Tell me a little bit about that.
So before we started catering for everybody, we first started out doing barbecue competitions. We started out with a chili cook-off of St. George Island, and that merged into barbecue competitions. And so we travel around Florida, Georgia, Alabama, cooking on the Florida Barbecue Association.
Oh wow, do you guys still do your chili?
We still do our chili.
Yeah?
Yep, we actually took 3rd place this year at St. George Island.
Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you.
If you have anything you need catered, come to these guys. All right, now give me the lowdown on 4th of July. I am the person who tries to grill and I light something on fire. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to cooking at all, cooking in general. So if I am totally clueless, where do I start? What do I need? What do I do? All things cooking 4th of July.
First thing you want to do is go to your butcher or your supermarket and get good ground beef, ground chicken, ground turkey, whatever you want to make burgers out of. And you don't want to work with the meat too much. You don't want to play with it too much. Don't smash it up. Just loosely get it together. Put your favorite seasonings on it. You don't have to do anything fancy. Salt and pepper's great. You're going to get your flavor from your cheeses, your lettuce, your tomato, whatever else you're going to add to it. You want your fire good and hot, and then you're going to throw your burgers down and don't flip them. Wait.
Don't flip them.
Wait. When you think it's time to flip them, wait. Wait until they're good and done on one side, and then you're going to flip them and get them on the other side, and then you won't get all that sticking. They won't fall apart on you.
That's my issue. Every single time I try to cook a burger, it falls apart. I don't know what I'm doing, and I always thought that if you just try and work with it a lot. So those are some good facts. I would have no idea.
And then that way you're going to have a nice juicy burger. You know, when you smash it together, it just ends up a tough little hockey puck. And then throw your favorite vegetables on there. Corn, zucchini, yellow squash, just slice them, throw them on there, and let them get a good grill mark and get hot, and that's all you need. It's great.
Now I've seen some people use foil and kind of put their veggies into the foil and wrap it up.
Sure.
Would you recommend put it on there, put it in the foil? Is there any like special?
I honestly do it both ways. Actually, my favorite way to do potatoes is to slice up potatoes, slice up some onion, foil them, lots of butter.
Half a stick of butter.
Half a stick, at least. And
You're on a diet?
Butter's good for it.
throw them in, but the thing you want to do there is keep those off the top of the heat. So
Okay.
keep them off to the side so they're getting hot and heat, and they're going to take a good amount of time. So throw those on 30 minutes before you're ready to throw your burgers on. Let them get almost done, then come back and throw your meat on and get your meat done.
When you say don't put it on the fire, when I put my coals in, do I just put it in the center? Do I put it on one side? How do you kind of space that out?
It really depends on your grill. But yeah, you want to cook indirect and direct. So you want to have the coals where you can put meat over top of them, food over top of them, sear them, and then move it to the side. As long as you've got a lid or something for your grill, it's gonna keep that heat cooked just like your oven.
Oh, awesome. I know when it comes to burgers, what do you guys like on your burgers? What do you guys recommend? 4th of July, you want a big, fat, juicy burger. What do you guys put on yours?
Personally, on mine, I generally just do a lot of salt and pepper,
Yeah.
and then bacon and cheese, and I like grilled onions on mine,
Oh, yes.
and then ketchup and mustard.
Yep. No fried egg. I've heard that's a thing.
Love a fried egg on a burger. Love.
I've never had it. It always sounded so good to me, but I never had it.
Fried egg is probably one of my favorites,
Yeah?
actually. And then the other thing we like to do is take our pulled pork and throw our pulled pork on top of the burger.
Pulled pork on a burger is like I want that for my birthday. That sounds so good.
Well, happy birthday. We're going to build you one.
Oh, is that what we're eating?
We're going to build you one.
Beautiful. All right. Well, if we're talking about food, let's eat. Let's put one together.
All right.
You guys show me how it's done.
So we make our own barbecue sauce.
Oh,
so,
do you?
So yeah, we'll
Put it on there. I love
on there.
barbecue sauce. Love
Yeah,
it.
the whole thing right there, and I'll give you a sample.
Oh, okay. Oh. Yes. I told you I love barbecue, right? I love barbecue. That is delicious. You guys need to come to these
Awesome.
guys whenever you need something catered. They're awesome. All right. Now, is it the time that I can eat it?
How about it?
All right, I'm diving in. I'm gonna bring this
Sneak
over
around behind
here
you.
a little bit. And if I dribble this on my shirt or on my clothes, it was worth it. All right. I'm gonna chew. You guys. I'm not gonna put it down. I'm just gonna keep it up here for a little bit.
There you go.
This is good. I'm sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full. But you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. You'll
Thanks for
be
having us.
hearing from me. For
Awesome.
sure.
Great.
Thanks for having us out.
Yeah, of course.
Thank
Thank you.
Let's grill up some more.
Uh-huh. Who's hungry?
Hi, my name is Scott Hall, and we are in Grasslands Brewing today. Grasslands Brewing Company is a brand new craft beer brewery in Tallahassee, right at the corner of Railroad and Gaines. We opened our doors at the end of February, and we are very happy to say that as of the end of June, we finally have a license to brew our own beer. So as we move forward into football season, you'll soon be having some Grassland brews available here in the brewery. Until that time, we've been serving up some great craft beer from around the country that we really love and trying to share it here and get everybody's taste ready and excited for the Grasslands beer that's coming down the pipe. James, if you're game today, I've got a brewery from Illinois called Five Rabbit. They have a sort of Latino history, and a lot of their beers carry that historical Latino flair. We have a beer from them called Paletas. Paletas is sort of a traditional Latino popsicle, and they do it with a variety of fruit flavors. And today we have a Five Rabbit Paletas with some guava on it. Would you like to try it?
I would love to. Thank you.
Good deal. It's got a wheat base, so you'll get sort of a soft, creamy mouthfeel on it. And obviously from the guava, you're gonna get a little bit of a pink hue in there.
Can I get a little bit more?
No, of course you can.
Thank you. You can't really taste it when it's this small.
It'll be a beer when it grows up.
That's pretty good. It tastes kind of like a creamy Latino popsicle.
The Paletas is a really good summer beer, especially Florida summer beer. The alcohol content's relatively low. It's about 3.5%. It's an easy drinking beer. It's not really heavy on your palate, and you can just sit out in the sun and have a few of these, and it's just really, really kind of perfect and refreshing.
Yeah, I like it. You know, the color, it really kind of throws you off.
Does it throw you off, or does it sort of entice you?
Well, it entices me, I'll tell you. You know, it kind of reminds me of the first time I saw my friend's grandma in a bikini. You know, at first it was shocking, but, you know, when it went down, it was pretty smooth. So it's pretty good beer.
You're going to be off the menu description team, just so we're clear about that.
Well, you know, I drink a lot of diet pops and whatnot, barley pops and everything, and so I'm not
beer-wise, what do you usually drink?
Well, you know, I drink a lot of Diet Miller. I drink
Right.
a lot of Yingling and Bud Light. And
So having that base, what do you think of this?
it tastes like freedom. It's pretty good.
Freedom? Yeah, it does. You know, and July's a good month for tasting freedom. Does it taste like an eagle soaring?
All in all, it tastes pretty good.
That's good to hear. We try to find some good things, and we do a variety of different beers here, because I always tell people, like, especially if they don't like it, that's why there's more than one. So sometimes you come in, sometimes you want something super light, sometimes you want something kind of fruity, sometimes you want something very heavy, sometimes you want bitter and hoppy, and neither one is right or wrong, and it all just depends on what you're in the mood for at the time. And for me, that's what I was in the mood for today, because it was just hot and humid, and I want something refreshing.
Now, how much guava is in this?
Like 2 units of guava.
Per beer?
Yeah. I don't even know really what a guava is. Do you?
I think it's kind of like a nectar kind of fruit kind of thing.
What's it look like?
Kind of looks like a Converse shoe.
I guess my point is I don't know how much guava's in there.
Well, I don't know what one looks like either. So how much does one of these boutique things cost?
That on tap here is $5. It's that beer is actually draft only, so you won't be able to find that in bottles or cans right now. It kind of cycles through. I know they change the fruit in there as the time of year goes on, depending on what's in season. And I like that about craft beer, is you'll find that the ingredients in there aren't forced and they aren't artificial, and they'll change seasonally just based on what's available.
Well, I say don't change a thing.
Cheers
Or,
to that.
change it when you need to, but when you don't need to, don't change it.
So change it if you need to, but not if you don't.
Yes.
Sage
correct.
advice, my friend.
Good beer. Thank you.
Cheers.
Appreciate it, Scott.
All right, hey, my hair looks great. My nails look great. My beard looks great. And that is all because of Joe and Lori from Metro Barber out in, where are you guys located?
We're right off of Timber Lane and Market Street.
So Market Street. So kind of we can find Northside Pies and kind of go across the street over there and then go behind. So,
Yeah.
and you guys are on Facebook, right?
Yes, sir.
So-
Facebook and Instagram.
My hair has never looked this good. I went in and I felt like I was cheating in my old barber, which I've been going to for a long, long time. But I have never been pampered like Joe took care of me yesterday, and Lori. Lori, what'd you do to my hands?
Well, we just did a little hand groom. We do foot grooming at Metro Barber. We clip the nails, condition the cuticles, do a little hand scrub, and then a little buff and shine, and you're good to go out on a date or dinner or wherever you're going.
I know, I left and I felt so great. And also another good thing, they have beer. You can go, while Joe's taking care of you or any of the other guys over there, that you can have a beer and great conversation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes,
Complimentary beer, and then you can see Lori and they'll take care of you. So make sure you head out to the northeast side of town, head to Market Street, and go see my friends at Metro Barber. Now, when I said dress summer, I don't think you had any idea that I was going to do this and that you were going to do
That's the
this.
best you've done yet, my friend. And this is the closest we've ever sat in one of these interviews.
This is true.
Your leg is
This is
touching
true.
mine as we're talking.
Next time we're
I
going to
like it.
We're going to do Dancing with the Stars, the Jeff and Greg part.
I'll wear a tank top.
I can't wait. I can't wait. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good. I'm good. Your hair's doing good.
Thank you,
good.
sir. Thank you,
Getting
sir.
sexier
Metro
as you get
Barbers.
older,
Yeah, you're looking a lot more balder
I look
as you
old,
get older.
man. I got 2 kids. I'm tired all the time. Other than that, I'm fine.
So are you looking forward to this summer and with the kids and everything?
Yeah. I'm sending them off.
Oh, where are you sending them?
No, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. They go to a lot of camps, and so it ends up being, baseball, basketball, football, a lot of fun.
So
Their choice, though. I'm not like the only
That
dad.
made me think of something as I
Yeah.
interrupt you and we're just basically talking over each other. But did you go to a lot of camps growing up? Did
Yeah,
you do a lot of
yeah.
summer camps? What were some of the things you did growing up?
Yeah, I did. I mean, your standard camps. There was a lake. There was a lake and swimming and a guy with a ski mask. What we did a lot of was played soccer. I did that like every summer, all the time.
Did that a lot too. Camp Ridgecrest in North Carolina, North Carolina. We played a lot of soccer. I was goalie, and we used to play the rival.
Were you gangly back then?
I was gangly, yeah. Gangly.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. You're still gangly.
Yeah, thank you.
I like that about you.
Thank you. I like that you like that about me.
Sure, baby.
So I was goalie, and we were playing like the rich kid camp. Like they had their own like golf carts and everything. 13-0, they beat us.
It's soccer. It's impossible to score 13 goals. You must have been a horrible
I
goalie.
was pretty bad.
Like the worst goalie of all time.
Yeah.
No, you know what's fun about summer, in truth, is all the games you make up with your friends.
Oh, God,
That's what you do in the summer. When you're a kid, you can make a game up out of every game you've ever loved, and then morph those games. And you have strict rules. People get pissed.
But then you can just make up rules as you go.
Especially, the rules really govern the amount of time you have to go to get the ball or whatever object it is that's now gone wayward. That's when you come up with strict rules. You're like, listen, Steve, that's the third time. From now on, you do that, you're out. The game's over. You lose. So that's how those rules develop, is that I don't want to have to go run across the field for you.
That's very true. All right, so you grew up in Tampa.
I did. St. Pete mainly.
St. Pete. What did you guys like in Tallahassee? Like we went with the season, so it's football season. We did football, baseball, and we had a lot of great athletes in my neighborhood. Chuck Howell. Well, I'm sorry. Well,
I was say, I thought you said you had great athletes.
Reggie Jefferson, Ron Miller,
sure.
And sorry, we had tons. I mean, a lot of first-round draft picks. Well, I mean, who wasn't a first-round draft pick when we were kids? But we had a lot of fun. But we went with the season. So Florida State was playing football. Right. I was Jimmy Jordan or Waller.
So you did that thing where you're in the backyard pretending to be whomever the star was at the time?
Of course, who didn't?
Yeah, no, I was Roger Staubach as a little kid.
How were you?
I was Roger Staubach, and then I met him at a St. Louis airport, and he was cool. And you know how most of the time you meet your idols and they're jerks and it ruins it for you forever?
Right.
No, he turned out to be a super nice guy, and then I got Ed Too Tall Jones autograph, and I was hooked. That was it. I had to be talking about sports at all times. It's kind of led to where this is.
So yeah, to where you are with ESPN Radio now.
Right.
How long have you actually been doing radio?
I've been doing radio for 18 years, which makes me cringe. 17 years here. That's nuts.
Oh my gosh, we just met yesterday.
Yeah, well, see, you DJ'd my wedding. That was 10 years ago.
Dorothy
My
Elvin
oldest
Park.
son is 7. It's silly. Time flies. Yeah. No, you know what's funny? You go back and look at the clips. In fact, the last time we did the Greg Tish show was 2 years ago.
2 years ago,
and I was your first guest then, too. Thank you, brother.
You're welcome.
And in addition, I believe we should check the tape for this show. Can you fuse it? Can you put it together?
Tell us about what you are going to be doing soon.
You know, a little upstart company, ESPN. No, nothing. Hopefully I'll put them on the map.
Is it the new A&P, kind of a grocery store?
Yeah, you know, it's a ground roots sort of thing. It's organic the way it's been built over time. Yeah, that's very, very authentic, genuine. You'll love them. There's no pretense to them. They don't hype at all. There's very little promotion.
Very little?
Very little. You'll find that with most of their programming. You kind of have to be looking for it.
That is.
You know, they don't beat you over the head or anything, Greg.
No, I was actually buying some toilet paper the other day, and it's ESPN The Roll.
Oh, look at you. You came prepared.
I did come prepared. It was
nicely
good.
Done, yeah.
So August 1st, 97.9 ESPN Radio. We cannot.
On the FM dial, Greg.
Oh, that's even more exciting.
Yeah, I like to say that, like a cheesy FM DJ.
Please tell me that you're not changing. I hope you're changing some stuff. Like,
Are you suggesting I was terrible?
I'm not.
In my
No,
previous
I
incarnation?
loved waking up to you. I loved going home with you in the afternoons.
We don't need to get into that early part of our relationship.
We'll have to
Go back and see if you have that.
I have to go back. I'll put that on the
Yeah.
Facebook page. I'll put that on the Greg Tish Show Facebook page, and you guys can go and check that out and see
It's
it.
called softball.
Thank you.
I could be a producer if I had to. But that's true, though. I think that's true. And then think about where we were all the times that we did various interviews together over the years. And you're a baseball guy, and your Padres are struggling now, so you don't come on the air.
That's not, yeah.
But
yeah.
what I was going to say was that.
Now, here's what happened. I've been a Padres fan since I was 7 years old. And this weird phenomenon has happened when I call in to Jeff's show. The Padres can be on a 15-game winning streak. And I will call in to talk about the Padres to Jeff, and what happens?
Well, they go on a losing streak.
They every time go on a losing
Anytime
streak.
you get hot, you'll notice if the Padres get hot, I text you and say, why don't you come on? You've learned. The gig is up. I can't get you to do it.
How are your Pirates doing this year?
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, they're in second place. Can't catch the Cards. Nobody can catch the Cards. I'm just surviving summer, Greg. We're getting to football season. It's going to be fun. You know how that works. We'll end up crossing paths a ton. So.
All right, new quarterback.
Yeah, Everett Golson, I think.
Okay,
I
so you
don't think
think
it's
it will
going to
be?
be Sean McGuire. I think it'll be Everett Golson.
Okay, so oh my God, I'm not going to be the starting quarterback. That was Sean McGuire. The oh my God, we got the ball back. Sorry,
I got it.
Okay, thanks.
The thing is Sean turned out to be really cool, and now I feel terrible because I had a good conversation with him, and he was very confident, and he's not going to win the job. Sorry, Sean.
All right, so since you predicted our national championship 2 years ago, which we're going to find out, we'll check on the page.
Check the tape, baby.
We are. Producers? No, we don't know yet. Give us a predictions for 2015 Florida State University
10
football.
10-2, man.
10-2?
10-2, and I think that's hopeful, right? Because when you replace 4/5 of your offensive line, that's a bit much to overcome. Although this team's led, we're back at that place. We used to do interviews where we were in the lost decade, and there was a good chance we were going to lose 5 or 6 games. Now, off year for Florida State is a 10-win season and a shot at an ACC title, and maybe a run at a college football playoff appearance. So it's turned around a little bit.
Wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be bad at all.
Wouldn't be terrible.
What do you think about this beer?
I don't normally like sweet beers, but this is good. This is really good because it's hot outside.
It is hot outside. It's July. It's July. So
cheers.
Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't cheers you back. Here you go. Cheers. So Jeff, as always, it's been a pleasure to sit down and talk with you.
So close.
It is very close.
Next time. So what iteration of Greg Tish show is this?
18th.
Okay, so on the 19th, can we do the show like this?
Yes, we
We'll
can.
just say it's good to talk to you, Greg. Let's do this.
Yeah, we can make it more uncomfortable. Every day, ESPN,
You're
Monday
red.
through Friday,
Yep.
ESPN Radio, 3 to 6.
Yep.
You're on your drive at 5.
Traffic and weather together. You want me to start working that in? Yeah.
Very good.
Thank you, brother.
My brother, thank you so much
Appreciate
for coming
it.
out.
Absolutely. Can we hug? Is that good?
I'm here with Travis and Austin, and we're behind the scenes here at the brewery. And we are lucky enough to get VIP treatment, and we're also lucky enough to have Scott give us the lowdown. So take it away, Scott.
Well, welcome to Grasslands Brewing. We are still growing up here. We're still getting everything together. We have our brewing license. We got it at the end of June, so we're all ready and we're all set to start making some beer, making it on a small scale, and we're going to grow and make it a little bit bigger. To start, I'll show you our cold room. This is where we do some small fermentations. We usually put in about 2.5 barrels at a time. You think a barrel is about what you think of as 2 normal kegs. So we can basically ferment 5 barrels at a time. We have 16 fermenters to go in there, so we can knock out roughly about 80 kegs at a time. We're at full capacity right now.
Oh, awesome.
Come on in.
Ooh, look at that. This is so cool.
So this sits at about 65 degrees to let the yeast go ahead and eat the sugars out of the pre-fermented beer and give it that ethanol alcohol and all the carbon dioxide that makes it so tasty. But it'll all sit in here, and we can really load this down with, like I said, the 16 fermenters, which will make 80 kegs, and we can probably put a good another 100, 200 kegs just on this side to get us going while we bring up to full speed.
Wow, so this is small scale. You guys are just going up from
This
here,
is small
building up.
scale. We'll see the big boy when we come around the corner.
Awesome.
We can see our baby brew house over here behind you.
Okay.
This is what we call our pilot system. This is where we'll brew until the big equipment gets here. We'll always brew on this system. This is where in the future we'll brew experimental batches or one-off batches that we'll have based on seasonal items. This makes 2.5 barrels, so we crank through about 5 kegs at a time in a single batch. These are 100-gallon kettles. It's all coming off natural gas. It's a big boy. It's a beast to use, but it's going to get us started, and we're already up and brewing on it, so we're really happy.
And how do you guys come up with the new ideas? Is it just kind of you just wing it, or?
You sort of wing it. Beer is just cooking. It's just a recipe. So you have an idea. Hopefully, something inspires you. Something that we like to use a lot of local ingredients, local honey, local fruits. So you find something that is unique and you genuinely feel passionate about, and you think tastes good. Beer's a lot like you would think maybe making a soup, where you've got so many possible ingredients and you just look at what's going to take your flavors out the best.
Great. And what about the beer of the month, the beer that we've chosen? How'd you guys come up with that? Was that started right here?
No, the beer we had was not here. It was from Five Rabbit up in Illinois, and we're big fans of them. And they had that one had the guava in it, which I really wanted to show because it was really a non-traditional beer ingredient. You'll see a lot of citrus in beer, but you won't see that kind of flavor come out. And it's a great combo, and a lot of people don't do it. But the more that you get a local vibe and get an idea of what your area has to offer, the more non-traditional ingredients you can start to see.
Awesome. All right.
All right, let's see the big boy.
I'm following you.
So the building here was a 1950s electrical supply building. The ceiling is 14 feet. We came over here for the brew house. We cut the ceiling off, raised it up to 25, so our big equipment can fit in here. It's being manufactured by Premier Stainless in San Diego right now. It'll be here in the fall. Our system is going to be 15 barrel with 30 barrel fermenters. So that's about 960 gallons. So it'll let us go ahead and crank out about 60 kegs in a single batch.
Wow.
So we'll be able to move a lot of beer through here in a hurry. And because the ceiling's so large, it'll let us grow up to 90 barrel, which is essentially making 180 kegs in a single batch all within here. So the first 5 to 7 years of our business can be contained as we grow entirely within this size brew house because of what we did with the ceiling.
So you expect to fill this whole area up?
Absolutely.
Even width and height?
Width and height.
Wow.
And the thing about beer is
big
you can grow vertically,
Yeah.
and it's so much easier to grow vertically because you don't have to pay extra for that real estate. You can just go and take it.
Wow.
So that's what we
Yeah.
did.
You would never think that. I mean, I would have no idea. This is my
You know,
first time touring a brewery.
We got set down by the guys in Tampa who own Cigar City Brewing, which has been there in 2009. They're massively successful, and they took us in when we were just an idea on paper and spent a day with us, and that was something they put in our head that they've learned over time, and I'm so happy they did.
Yeah. Great. All right, what's next?
That's it.
Is this
is
it?
it. Yeah.
Wow.
Beer's actually not that complex. All you do is what's called a mash, where you infuse grain with hot water. You essentially make a tea, and then you boil it. And when you boil it, you add hops and some other, you might add some citrus to it at the very end. And then you stick it in a fermentation vessel where you add yeast, and you wait about a month, and you've got beer. The nuances are obviously more complex than that, but at the core, that's it. That's all it is to make beer. It's 3 or 4 little steps, and you've got it. So we don't need a whole lot. The only other thing in here that's of note is this crazy machine over here is our keg washer. And this is actually from Proof Brewing. They got bigger, they outgrew their space, and so they got us their old one. And a lot of craft breweries do that, where they work together to help each other out, because it really is a market that's growing, and we're taking market share away from big breweries, not from each other. We just help each other. So Proof has been incredibly helpful for us and helped us get started. And yeah, that's a piece of Proof sitting right here in the brew house.
That's really awesome. Yeah, I know Proof has gotten really big. I've heard a lot about them.
They're doing amazing
That's
work.
great that
They're doing an amazing job.
Partner up and
Yeah,
help each
and
other
they're just a
out.
quarter mile away, and
Yeah.
they've been, I mean, it's beyond words how much they've helped us.
Oh, great. Well, I'm excited to see this place grow. Hopefully we come back
Me
a little
too.
bit and see it all the way up to the
I'll be
ceiling.
excited when my brewery makes beer.
Yeah.
That'll be the best part.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us on this episode, and thank you, Scott, for being here and giving us the lowdown on the right beer for this month.
Absolutely. I'm glad you guys came out.
Thank you very much.
I'm actually 5'10".
So, Scott, have you thought about, and I'm going to throw you under the bus here, what beer are we going to do next month?
I don't know. It's I'm thinking, I'll have some Grasslands beers on tap by then. We do a style called a Goza, which has a little bit of a salt element to it that pairs with burgers really well.
Oh.
So I'm thinking I may bring out. We have one called a Margarita Goza, which has a kind of a fruity element to it, like a sharp citrus element. So I think I may bust that out for next month.
So I think we might actually, because of that, we might actually go visit another burger place in town. So if you have any ideas on what burger place we should visit, please put on our Facebook page on the Greg Tish Show, or Sarah, we may change your name, who knows, who you would like us to go visit in the Tallahassee area. Huh?
Absolutely.
You like that?
Great, yeah, perfect. Thank you guys.
Maybe somebody could buy me a stool to stand on next time.
Yeah.
So anyway, Jeff Cameron, thank you so much. Blue Water Cooking, thank you so much. Metro Barbers, thank you so much. Grassland Breweries, thank you so much. Grant, thank you so much. Jake, thank you so much. I'm just, the Oscar music is going to start playing here, but I got a ton of people to thank. Unique Videos, Chris Murphy with Comcast, thank you guys so much. We look forward to seeing you guys next month. Good night, everybody. Have a good evening.
Bye, good night, thanks.
Raise your head in the morning, lift up and take a glance at me. You try to wake me, but I'm woken, looking back at you, staring at me. You see sunlight on my skin, let you know that we're alive. Then the clouds start to roll in, we begin